I'm Dylan, back to you with FitForm and Function, where everything's fake and Brian's opinion doesn't matter.
I'm Brian, and today we're replacing old dirty spark plugs. Alright, this is what you're going to need. You're going to need a 10mm socket, an extension, a spark plug socket, a ratchet, a spark plug gapper, and of course, your spark plugs.
Okay, now for spark plugs, for this car, this is a 240 with an SR20 DET. Pretty much all of your 240 applications, whether it be an RB, an SR, most of your swaps, you're going to want to use a BKR 7.8. Now it's going to fit just about everything, works great for your heat range, for the motor and the turbo. There's a few different gaps that people talk about on the forums and all that kind of stuff. We're going to run just 28. We're not running a lot of boost, only 10 pounds of boost, so we don't want any spark going away or anything like that for blowout. But we're going to get right to it. Here's all our tools. And we have Brian start. Basically what you need to do first is get your coils out of the way. There's obviously 4. And all you got to really do is take your coils out one at a time. And we got our spark plug gapper, because the best thing to do is to never trust your gaffing that comes in the box. Nope, keep going. It's actually bolted all the way in, and it screws all the way in through the coil as well. So you're going to take it all the way out. Okay, that took long enough. Now, you just take the coil right out. And best thing to do at this point is to check for any oil. You don't want to see any oil on this. And if you do, there's a seal in there that's probably either torn, old, or whatever, and you might get oil down into the spark plug. Another thing to do right before you actually take your spark plug out, get a flashlight. I don't know if you guys can see it down in there, but take a quick look and make sure there's no oil or big debris or anything like that down in there before you take it out. If there is, keep the spark plug in and go ahead and blow it out. Now take your 10mm off, put your spark plug socket on. And then that definitely doesn't go that way. He's new.
That's why you should do all this stuff.
Oh, we're here to learn. And take your spark plug out.
We need a different extender. There we go. Should just pop right off, right?
We can screw it all the way out and it'll pop out. Just be very easy when you take these out. You don't want to strip anything, you don't want to mess anything up. Just be very careful, especially if you've never done them before. you got the car, you have no idea how tight somebody put them in there, what's wrong, or you have no idea what could actually be going on in the motor. Like I said, good thing to check before, and when you're putting them back in, proper thing to do is to torque them. But if you don't have a torque wrench or anything like that, it's very easy to just take about a 3/8 ratchet, nothing huge. Just get it down about hand tight, one good tug, and you're going to be fine. And if he gets them out, I'll show you. Alright, and the reason to use a spark plug socket is so it actually goes up into the rubber boot and pulls it out. Alright, here's our spark plug. So there's actually not really anything bad with it. I have noticed that the gap is probably way too tight, and that is why we bought a spark plug gapper. And it actually looks spot on. But the only issue is that these are the wrong plugs. These are not the ones I want to use. They are the BKR 5E. I want to use the BKR 7E. So that's what we're going to do. Now, even though they're supposed to come properly gapped, they go on a very long journey to get to you. So you never really know what the gap is. So you're going to want to check it. And it's actually just a little, just a tad bit too big. So we're just going to push down on it a little bit. Be very careful. Try not to actually bend it. But you're really just going to push on it. You're not going to hurt it. And we're going to do it roughly right around 28. Just going to push down just a little bit. And it can be a very long process and very annoying. But if you get it done right, you won't have any issues. You're not going to hurt the plug. You can push it down on the car or anything like that. It's not going to hurt it. If it is too tight, all you really need to do is to get it in here somehow and get it right about this and just pull a little bit. Again, very, very easy. You're not going to hurt it as long as you don't go very hard with it. But this one's gapped, ready to go. Brian, if you will put it back in. Got one more left.
Well, yeah, we do have to do the other processes first, right? Don't get ahead of yourself.
What processes?
You have to get that one off.
No. We'll get it off then. Or you want me to do it because it's my car?
If you want to. I mean, I am working on it.
Well, that's the point. That's what friends are for. You get friends to do stuff, and the other friend just tells what that friend to do.
Yeah, I haven't been able to work on my car. I might as well work on somebody's, right?
Well, you know, mine's probably going to be worked on than anybody else's. It's a dirty Nissan. It always has to be worked on.
That's the reason why you got it, right?
Yeah.
I don't like that little piece you got there, man. It's getting stuck.
The wobble socket?
Yeah.
I thought that's what all the kids do today. They wobble. No?
Yeah, they used to do that probably about
okay.
3 weeks ago.
Oh, sorry.
That's old news now. It's all about Miley Cyrus. Yeah, she can twerk.
Oh. Oh, whatever that is, I ain't worried about it.
Probably gonna switch with your
Okay.
my short arms. Can't really do much.
You need some help there, buddy?
Huh?
You need some help?
No, not really.
Okay. You sure?
I don't think I do.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
There we go. Or not.
like I said before, you have no idea who put these sparks in before you. You have no idea how tight they are, if they're rusted all up, if they're, they might even break on you. They might strip the threads inside your head. Be very careful, and hopefully it'll work out.
Hopefully you don't bleed.
If you're not bleeding, then you're not working.
True. And there's no spark plug there. Common mistake, especially with me. I don't even know if it's on the spark plug. Nope. The short struggle.
Alright, I'll get it. You clean your hand up.
Huh?
I get it. You clean your hand up.
I think I got it.
I don't want my car getting AIDS.
Huh?
I don't want my car getting AIDS.
Don't worry, I'm clean. I haven't messed with anybody.
That's not what Sarah said. I saw her at the clinic last week.
That's messed up, man.
Dude, what was before? I didn't see her after. So I don't know.
That's a rough call to make, man.
I don't know. Maybe she called her. Maybe you need to go to the clinic. What have you done?
Don't ask me. I'm new to this. You just hired me for this, man.
I'm not hiring you for shit.
This is your fault.
It's my fault.
I was literally like walking down the street and you just told me to get in your car.
It was totally legit. I offered you candy.
I think you need to test your moral values.
I think you need to test your moral values for getting in a stranger's car.
But it wasn't this car, of course, because it's on a jack. How did that happen?
Okay, now we got a broken spark plug. That's not good. Okay, so if you break a spark plug like my friend did,
On purpose.
hopefully, shut up. Hopefully, it just breaks off up top. That is okay, because that was stuck up in there. That's why he couldn't get to the bottom and get the actual nut part off and unscrew it. So
I did that for film purposes only.
okay, well, don't do that on my car, please. But basically, if you look down in there, the top of the spark plug where you actually screw it down is there. Lucky enough, you just get you a magnet, and out it comes. So if your spark plug's really old and it's in there very tight, that could happen. Or if you just have somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, that could also maybe happen. But put your last spark plug in, and then put all the coils back on, and we are good to go. And that is basically how you do spark plugs.